If you believe that God is a shelter, then you can come in and get saved from the storm. Let God be your shelter. Let him protect you from the hard times that is headed our way. All you have to do is repent and ask him for forgiveness and to save you from the storm that's coming. There's a storm coming. Purify your heart. Renew your mind. There's a storm coming. It won't be water but fire the next time. There's a storm coming. Purify your heart. Renew your mind. There's a storm coming. It won't be water but fire the next time. A storm is coming to catch us by surprise. A storm is coming, fire falling from the sky. A storm is coming, are you prepared? Oh, you sinners, you better beware. There's a storm coming. Purify your heart. Renew your mind. There's a storm coming. It won't be one.
To save a broken heart. To save a broken heart. There's no more breakfast in bed. Without a doubt, there's no words to be said. Can't read each other's minds. Only silence, and now it's messing with the heads. Neither one knows what to say or what has made you act this way. She not he ain't perfect, so they ain't alone. No, avoiding all the arguments, but maybe they just need to vent. Hopefully their love will come on. They keep hoping that love will go away.
Hi, everybody. We're back. Welcome back to Variety Talk Live in Las Vegas. I am your host, Lady Linda, or Linda Leak, whichever you prefer to call me. Just make sure you call me. And we're back on our continued holiday celebration where we are just giving all of our vets all of the accolades that they deserve. And why? Because we will be building a home for them in the winter, spring, and fall of 2019. And what we mean by that is we will be offering up one free show per month to the veterans right here on WCOBM and on our new channel. And we'll give you a little info on that as well as we go forward in the future. But right now, let us continue with our show. We've got in our celebrating, or the people who are celebrating with us will be Mr. Daryl Kelly. And you just heard his wonderful song, Save a Broken Heart. That's just one of many that he has out there. And I hope you enjoyed that very first one. That was just in light of our veterans, and I think it was pretty symbolic. We're celebrating them, so why not? And before we bring him on again, I want to make sure everyone gets a good look at this hat. And it's kind of cute. I like it. But there's a purpose and a method behind the madness as to why I'm wearing it. Besides it being a cold, rainy day in Las Vegas, we are actually promoting this cat. This is a business networking show, and we are promoting all businesses, whether it's a product, a service, or whatever it is that you have. We want to make sure we get it out there. And this particular company will be putting this hat out in 2019, and they are not quite sure about this pattern. So they want to do a little test, and you, the audience, will be the ones who will help us decide whether or not that's a good pattern to go with or not. And so check out Facebook with you, and just give us a little yes, a like, a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it may be, as to whether or not this is a catchy pattern. Okay? And so let's move on and move forward. And we have on the phone with us, finally, Mr. Daryl T. Kelly, a.k.a. the man with the plan. Welcome to the show, Daryl.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you.
Well, first of all, you know, I all I want to do is just thank you because you have been so entirely patient with all of us. We've been trying to get you on here. Well, we did actually get you on for a minute with Cameo, with Aaron Mills from Cameo. And we actually really wanted to do more than that, and so finally we get an opportunity to give you the time that you deserve, because you are a very hard-working gentleman out there, all the way from Bangkok. This gentleman, everybody, is from Bangkok. Okay. So first of all,
15,000 miles across the water.
Say that again.
That's 15,000 miles across the water.
Okay, 15,000 miles. I can't even let that penetrate in my brain right now. I can't even wrap that around my head. That is a very long way. How many hours is that if you're flying out of wherever? How many hours is that?
From Durham, with the stopovers and everything, I think we had one stopover. It's about 24 hours.
Wow. Unbelievable. So, you know, let's do this. We want to reel back a little bit and help the Variety Talk family know a little bit more of who you are. I know that you have all the accolades out there and you're a very popular person, but let's start with those who may not have had the opportunity to get a chance to find out who Daryl Kelly is. Tell us, first of all, how'd you get involved in music?
Wow, that's a long story, but I'm going to try to make it short. My mother was an opera singer. We moved to New York, Brooklyn, New York, and me being a kid, me and Mom, she tried to do everything she possibly could to make sure that I stayed kind of occupied mind-wise. One day I looked across the street. There was a neighbor there who was playing the guitar. And I kind of got interested in it. I went over to meet him, and the person, his name is Ricky Boone. He used to be Joe Simon's guitar player, and so he kind of got me, headed in that direction as far as becoming like a musician. So, being that my mother was a singer, she kind of forced it on. As a matter of fact, my whole family kind of supported me on this. They didn't know exactly what music business was, but they just basically tried to just support me on whatever I was trying to do. So that's how I got into music.
Oh, okay. Well, I was very curious because I actually came across your work on Facebook. Facebook has a lot of things that you may not want to say are so great, but on the other hand, there are some really wonderful ways that they connect people and put people together. And many times I'm just kind of sifting through, and I had the opportunity to sift right through to your music. And I was just captivated. And so herein lies the reason why you're on the show with us. So let's fast forward a little bit and tell us how you got from America to Bangkok. Because I understand that you've been there for many years now, right?
Yes, I have. I've been working here as an independent producer and as a performance person for, wow, I'm ashamed to say, so I'm not going to tell you how many years, but it's been a lot of years.
Well, the most important part is you enjoy it, and you're still doing your thing all the way out there. I mean, so you're working on a regular basis in Bangkok, and you're performing on a regular basis, and I understand that it's a lot less expensive in Bangkok.
It is. The cost of living here is great. The city itself is pretty modern. As a matter of fact, it's probably, I'm going to say this hesitantly because I'm really not sure, but I'm going to say it's probably about the size of New York City, probably a little bit larger.
Wow, now that is pretty. See, right there, that's an education, including for me. I had no idea. But what I do know is that I would love to go visit the temples there. I heard a lot about the temples there, so it must be a very tranquil and spiritual type of atmosphere, kind of like Hawaii.
Oh, it sure is. It's a whole different vibe, and the people here just, they're wonderful. They don't bother anyone. You get a smile on the street every time you walk down. I can't say enough positive things about it. It's great. Well, my life has been great here, I should say.
Well, that's it. It shows in your music. It shows in your music, Mr. Daryl Kelly. I tell you. So you know what we're going to do, because frankly we only have an hour, so we want to make sure we utilize a portion of this hour, which is dedicated to you, to let everybody know who you are and what this music is all about. So first of all, we're going to close out of this segment with one of your songs, and you know what? We're going to finish "Save a Broken Heart." We started with that, and we're going to let the family hear the rest of the song. And then when we come back, hopefully we get an opportunity to play your Christmas cut as well. So yeah, so everybody hang in there, hang tight, and you're watching Variety Talk live from Las Vegas. You're sitting in with Mr. Daryl T. Kelly, a very talented artist, and we'll be right back.
They keep hoping each other will stay.